What up, street gods? Okay, another thought. This thought is about encouragement or discouragement. So this is my personal philosophy in terms of like what's good art, what's bad art, what's encouraging, what's discouraging, whatever. And this is my basic thought. Anything which encourages you is good. Anything which discourages you is bad. So breaking down the word of encouragement, so heart. To have courage means to have heart. And for me, ultimately, courage is everything. Having the courage in battle, having courage, powerlifting, having courage to share your own opinions and so forth. And then, so it seems the more you exhibit your courage, the grander of a person you become. And the nice thing about exhibiting your courage or your strength or your opinion is this. There's no right or wrong. Because ultimately everything is just your opinion, everything is subjective, and I think that's what makes this whole game kind of fun. So even these videos that I shoot, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, what's the point of like doing a YouTube video or starting a blog or a website? What are you gonna do? Because, you know, I'm not, you know, I don't have a PhD, I don't have a, you know, a college degree, my opinion doesn't matter, blah, blah. I'm like, yo, no, your opinion matters. And then the nice thing is that having your own opinion, it is irrefutable, meaning no one be like, hey, yo, you're wrong. It's like, I can't be wrong, this is just my opinion. And then when people say you're wrong, they're inferring that I'm right. So who's the intolerant asshole here? Anyways, so going back to the topic at hand. So I think it's really important for us to share our knowledge, to share our experiences, and that's, I think, what makes us human. And even the word opinion means I think, to think. And obviously thinking is a good thing. And yeah, like especially now in today's, you know, climate, it's very interesting because I think right now is actually the golden opportunity for you to actually start sharing your experiences, your thoughts and stuff like that. And for you to encourage yourself and also to encourage other people and to cut out what discourages you. So for example, I'll tell you about my personal life. I've cut out all people from my life, including my dad and other toxic people who have discouraged me, people who make me feel more anxious, fearful, guilty, blah, blah. And also, like, you know, I haven't read the news in like consciously for like maybe 6 years or so. And then even Reddit, I used to be a Reddit, one of the early Reddit users, and I stopped actually at the age of 21. I stopped using Reddit and stopped reading it, and it's probably the best thing I could do too, because I think Reddit is also my thought is it's more toxic than good. But anyways, so essentially I think all media for the most part is quite toxic, is bad, is discouraging. Hello. How you doing? Cute guy. And so cutting out things from your life which discourage you, and you know, it's just like, and you could do the filter, right? Like, you know, in your life who encourages you, know who discourages you. Spend more time with people who encourage you. Read more books, listen to music, artworks, films, whatever, which encourage you, and cut out the stuff that discourages you. And yeah, just use your own body as a guide. You know, anything which makes you feel more elevated, makes you feel more hyped up, is good. Anything which depresses you, makes you feel anxious, worried, is bad. So ultimately, put more faith in yourself. A simple suggestion is try to do a 48-hour news fast. Just uninstall all that garbage from the phone. You know, don't read no news. Honestly, if the news is really, really important, now that the government could do the emergency texting thing, they'll text message you. Like, even a simple idea is uninstall all the apps on your phone besides text messaging and making phone calls, because like if your mom needs to call you, she could still call you. Otherwise, you don't need nothing else. And if there's going to be a real huge national emergency, you're probably going to get a text message from the US government telling you to do so. But anyways, in these times of difficulty, stress, use this difficulty, stress as an opportunity to temper you, to harden you. Like if you think about making a sword, how do they make a sword? They add heat, they temper it, they hit it with a big hammer, they mold it. And so consider yourself like this iron ore, and you actually need the fire, you need the pressure, you need the difficulty to pound you into to become something invincible, adamantine steel.